Freeze! Let me see your hands. Slowly. Drop the gun. Now!
Well, you can always count on Jack Bauer to save the day in the name of national security. If you like watching Fox's Emmy-winning series 24, you'll probably enjoy reading my next guest's thrillers. President Bush loves Vince Flynn's book so much, he invited him to the White House and sat in the Oval Office with him for an hour. His works are fiction, but he knows so much about what's going on in the war on terror, he's constantly being asked what is going to happen next in real life. His new book is Act of Treason. It is number 6 on Amazon.com. He's also helped plot out stories for 24. New York Times bestselling author Vince Flynn joins me now. Well, congratulations. That's quite a list of stuff.
It's flattering.
Well, it is.
Just a young guy from the Midwest,
just a young guy from the Midwest,
trying to make a living.
Trying to figure out what's going on in the world of terror.
Yep.
How do you know this stuff? How do you know what Jack Bauer is doing, should be doing, will be doing next?
I can't really speak for Jack Bauer. I consulted for that show a couple years ago, but what our guys should be doing next, I spend a lot of time with the Special Forces guys, the guys at the CIA, do a lot of research. I sit down and spend literally 6 months a year doing nothing but thinking about, if I was a terrorist, well, how would I act? Travel over to Amman, Jordan. I've gotten to know King Abdullah and some people over there, visited with the security services. I just really do my homework, and then I try to put it all into a story that's timely and hopefully gets people to realize just how serious this is.
When people ask you, as it says right here in my introduction to you, people are asking you what's going to happen next in real life. Do you know?
I don't know, but it's not hard to figure out. Because I wrote about this before 9/11. Right. In one of my books, I made the comment that Islamic radical fundamentalism was a rising tide that was coming towards America. And when it hit, it wasn't going to kill dozens, it was going to kill thousands. I don't think it was that hard to figure that out. I take them at their word when they scream, death to America, kill the infidels, all that stuff. And so my job is just to simply piece it together. And why my books have reached such a wide audience now is guys like Mitch Rapp, everybody wants that person out there killing Osama bin Laden before he kills us. It's not more complicated than that.
Well, we do. So what is going to happen next?
What's going to happen, I hate to do the prediction game, but what I'd like to comment on this part of it. I think the CIA, the NSA, the DOD, they're all doing a phenomenal job. And they're on the offensive right now. They're doing as good of a job as they can. But there's one problem. The New York Times, Washington Post, certain politicians on the Hill are trying to really hamstring them. And these men and women are out there, like for the CIA, doing these renditions and interrogations. They're now living under the fear of being prosecuted for keeping us safer. And I don't know about you, but I don't feel too bad about the fact that Sheikh Mohammed got waterboarded.
Bush is getting hammered over all of this.
It makes no sense. It really, if you go out and if I had a chance to talk to the president at the National Book Festival a couple weeks ago, I said, Mr. President, the next time somebody brings up this torture issue, would you please just stand up and say, we waterboarded the guy who masterminded 9/11 and forced 3,000 people to choose to jump to their death or die from smoke inhalation. Next question. Literally, the vast majority of Americans get it. It's hard to get that message out, though.
Vince Flynn, the new book is Act of Treason, number 6 on Amazon.com. After this interview, I presume it'll go to number 1. Vince Flynn, thanks very much.
John.
Appreciate you coming in. Thanks.